So your three sons,
Yeah,
they're musically inclined.
very.
Brandon, I mean, have you thought about collaborating with them or rocking out in a band or
Well, I have
something?
collaborated with them quite
Yeah?
a bit. You'll see tonight, actually, at the show, there's a song that I do with them on video. And I think we're also going to do a song tonight. So a year ago, I turned 60. And for my birthday, my sons asked what I wanted for my birthday. And I said, the only thing I want for my birthday is for the four of us to write a song together for the first time. Because I've
Oh,
written
nice.
with each of them, but I'd never written with all of them together. And we wrote this really cool song called Days to Remember. And we recorded it, and I think I'm going to play it tonight. But yeah, I work with them a lot, all three of them.
Nice. Okay, over the years, you've been involved with quite a number of, just meaningful causes. And here, this time around with Dementia Singapore, how important is it for you to give back,
I think it's a personal choice. I don't think that artists or anyone has necessarily a responsibility to do that. But if they are inclined, I think that for me, I realized really early on in my early 20s that I had grown up with great parents. I had been healthy, and I was very grateful for the life that I had by the time I reached adulthood. And the minute that I realized that I could be of service, even if it's just something as simple as doing a concert or helping to raise money through donating royalties from a song or something, that it felt like the right thing for me to do. And I've done a lot of charity concerts. I've done a lot of fundraising for all different kinds of causes. And dementia is, it hits close to home. Somebody very close to me is suffering from it. So it was kind of an easy yes to say, yeah, I'd love to come and play. And hopefully this will be one of many events that raises enough money to find some kind of treatment or cure or prevention.
Yeah, I mean, we live in an aging population. Everyone's just getting older, so
Yeah.
we need to find
But it seems to
some
me
sort
that
of
dementia
treatment.
and Alzheimer's has really increased over the last 10 years. And we have to find out why. Is it environmental? Is it cell phones? Is it too much sugar? Is it who knows? And the only way for scientists to really get to the bottom of it is they need the money to do the studies.
So yeah, that's why we have Hugh here tonight with
Yeah,
us.
I'm happy to
Yeah,
be here.
awesome. Okay, so back in 2019, you fell ill for a bit, seizures, fevers, chills,
Yeah.
that sort of thing. I mean, it must have been terrifying. Tell us more. I mean, has that changed how you lived, or what are you doing for fitness these days?
Well, I have radically changed. I never found out what happened to me. It happened to me twice, 6 months apart, and I did have these seizures that were from a fever. And I was tested by many very smart people, and no one could figure out what it was. The good news is that was 4 years ago, 4.5 years ago, and I have been fit as a fiddle ever since. I haven't even had the sniffles. So I think that whatever it was just an anomaly, just some strange thing. It did wake me up, though, to the fact that as I was getting older, I've always been pretty fit and pretty healthy, health conscious. I've been a vegetarian since I was 18, stopped eating meat when I was 18.
You're a good man.
And I really did it for health reasons, but then, my love of animals really contributed to it. I was vegan for about 6 or 7 years and then have let in a little bit more vegetarian than vegan. But I realized that I was still doing some things that were dumb. And the number one thing I did was about 1.5 years ago, I cut sugar out of my diet.
That I've heard is a really big deciding
It is.
factor
It really
when it comes
is.
to your health.
I mean,
right?
it's just, as we get older, the number one thing you have to worry about is inflammation.
Processed food
And processed food,
yeah.
and sugar is just so inflammatory. And so my only bad thing I do now is drink. I never really drank much when I was up until I was maybe 50. And when I met my wife, Daisy, she was a martini lover. And I never drank martinis. I didn't like them. And I just realized that I was drinking them wrong. I was getting them made wrong. So now I'm a martini guy, and I love having a cocktail, but I'm pretty careful about it, and I have, no other bad health habits. So
Yeah, I mean, everything in moderation.
you got to live.
Right? Gotta live. Okay, so speaking of living, you'll be turning 61 in 2 days' time.
Yes.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
And I just want to know, do you have any birthday rituals, that you do? Any wishes for the year?
I'm just really grateful. My 60th year has been really fun, really, really wonderful. I was saying to my band last night, and it kind of connects to the last question, that I'm about to turn 61, and I'm very conscious every single day at some point when I'm walking down the hall to come down here, or if I'm doing a hike in my home in California, or if I'm in the gym working out. I realize that I don't have any pain in my body. I don't have any pain anywhere in my body. And for me to be 61 and say that, I'm really grateful. And because I want that to last as long as it possibly can,
Yeah.
But no, I just try to have fun with it. I don't really make too much a big deal. I mean, I make kind of a big deal about my 60th birthday, but Monday night I'll be home. My sons and their girls are coming over. It's just family. We're gonna have dinner. That's it.
That's the most important thing, right?
Yeah. Well, my sons are
Family,
my
having
best
close
friends
ones,
too.
yeah.
So
You'll make it home for
I'll
your
get home the night
birthday,
before,
your
yeah.
61st. All right. Thank you so much for your time. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks, Carrie.
And of course, we look forward to seeing you on stage tonight.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, rocking out. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good times. Greatest hits. 1FM 91.3.